Okay guys, so now we're finishing off with the last thing from some of the terms from the previous notes. We're finishing off with the two-front war. Now the United States, after FDR, made his a day that will forever live in infamy speech, declared war on Japan. It says 4 days later, Germany and Italy declared war on the United States. Hence, we started a two-front war. We fought in Asia or the Pacific, and we fought in Europe as well. Now, how does this affect us in the home front, right? At home. Paying for the war, right? We were in a depression. How are we going to pay for the war? War bonds. Government created to help fund the war, right? A war bond is when you kind of loan money to the government, and then later on you're going to use that voucher or that coupon to get your money back. Also, it says increased volunteerism, the willingness of millions of Americans to help in the war effort, right? You're ready for war. Now, industrial production and rationing. Industry switched from peacetime to wartime. So now you're going to have people, the factories are going to be working on things that are going to help us in the war, not really just things that are going to be good for at home, right? Domestic affairs. Now, rationing regulated the amount of goods that consumers could obtain. Rationing means to limit, right? They were rationing things. So basically it was kind of like coupon books that you were given, and let's say you were only allowed 1 loaf of bread a week for your family, right? Certain amount of vegetables, so that way they can use more of that food overseas to supply our soldiers. And here you can see some of the propaganda posters. It says, food is a weapon, don't waste it, but wisely cook carefully and eat it all. Do with less so they'll have enough, right? And it's talking about the soldiers. Rationing gives you a fair share. Ration coupons were issued to each family, and it was based on family size. Ration, things that were rationed were like coffee, food, tires, gas, clothing, right? Anything that we can use in the war effort. That was rationed or limited. This is one of my favorites. When you ride alone, you ride with Hitler. So join a car sharing club today, right? So that way you can save gas, right? So, riding alone, you ride with Hitler, because you're going to help them in the war. It says, waste helps the enemy. Conserve material. And of course, with all those little extra things, you're going to see Hitler, right? That's who you're going to see, Hitler. See the eye here, little mustache, his hair here. Victory gardens. Americans planted food to make food available to troops. So plant a victory garden. Our food is fighting. Your victory garden counts more than ever, right? Victory gardens. The Office of War Information, the OWI, was a production of pro-Allied anti-Axis propaganda. Propaganda, they're the ones that created these posters, right? To kind of motivate or to instill fear or to get people to do what really the United States wanted them to do. It says radio programs, newsreels, and movies were created to contribute to the war effort. And basically, when you wanted to see what was going on in the war, you would go to the movies. And the movies that were created were by the Office of War Information. The Voice of America was created to send messages overseas, kind of to motivate the guys, right? So that was created, the Voice of America. Now, women in the workforce. It says women could not enlist but join the WAC, the Women Army Corps. Right? WACs did clerical jobs for the military. If you've ever seen the movie Pearl Harbor, there's a scene, right, when we are getting attacked that they are typing, right? You have a bunch of women typing. Those are the kind of jobs that women had in the army. It says women took over guys' roles in the factories, right? And of course you're going to have your famous Rosie the Riveter poster, right? The We Can Do It girl. That is from World War II. Right, Rosie the Riveter, we can do it. If you have any questions, you let me know. You are going to use this video to work on your propaganda poster analysis.